Amazing audience, we are live, we are live, we are live. We've spoken so much about so many different things that your first name just slipped me completely.
My name is Tonya.
Tonya Waring.
Tonya Waring.
It just like left.
Yeah, that's okay. I won't take offense.
Well, that's okay, that's okay. So tell me, which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this specific time in history?
So I am a master at manifesting, and that is my friend Gordon actually said, Tonya, this is a great interview, and said that is my talent.
That's amazing. Now, did you want to manifest an interview like this?
Absolutely. I was
it.
thinking, you know what, I need more interviews in my life,
and
here I am. And
so who did you learn that skill from, that skill of being able to manifest the thing you desire?
So 20 years ago, I learned the art of feng shui. So it all kind of started with that and how you create your space. And then I took a year-long law of attraction coaching program. And then I just started to apply different principles and went through bankruptcy, foreclosure, divorce. And that's where I really learned how to manifest.
Wow.
And getting what it is that
now,
I wanted.
We are at Venture X Galleria, right?
Yes.
Is the feng shui kicking in this spot?
Well, I would have to look at it through feng shui eyes, but right now the vibe is pretty darn good. I love Venture X.
Yeah, it's
I like
amazing,
what they've got going on, right?
It's amazing, yeah?
Yeah.
So you have been this person that's manifested things, right? You've had the ups and you've had the downs, and then the ups, yeah? Why will you continue to repeat the skills that's necessary to create that space?
Well, what I discovered, there's a 6-step process in how to get what you want. So after I went through the bankruptcy, foreclosure, divorce, I discovered My Pillow, and I became the infomercial host for My Pillow, their toppers, helped that company grow in the early stages. And then I went...
What's My Pillow like? What's My
Pillow? A lot of people will see it on TV. It's the guy with the mustache, Mike Lindell. So I worked closely with Mike from 2009 to 2012. And after that, I said, you know what, God, I want another business that's even bigger than My Pillow, and that's where I met Frank. And so we have a natural organic fertilizer or plant amendment that is going to revolutionize how farming is done because it increases yield by about 30%, and it'll be a much bigger business. So I'd like to use my mindset to ask for what I want.
I'm like, okay, all right. The South Dakota part, that's where that came in. Oh, that's good.
So it all starts with getting clear on what you want, then asking and it's given, surrender to the higher voice. So when you hear something, you know, that you should go a certain direction, which I'm sure you've done
a few times
along this way, right? Yeah. And then you take inspired action versus logical action. It's like that voice. But the most important thing is to be able to receive to overflowing. To really receive and allow great things to come into your life. And then the fun part is celebrating the success.
That's amazing.
Ooh. So, and I just do that over and over and over and over and over and over.
That's why you said you don't work.
I don't work. I play. And I have big businesses.
That's good.
And I have this income, and I'm a single mom of 3 teenagers. So, you know, I feel like if I can do it, anybody can do it. And part of my purpose is to teach people exactly how to do this. So I've written a book. I hold a
the name of the book is
mastermind, The Power of Manifesting. 6 simple steps to get what you want.
Where can people connect with you who are interested in learning the art of manifesting?
Okay, so I have the domain name Tonya.com, TONJA.com.
Oh, that's
Tonya.com, or you can go to Amazon, check me out.
That's
Tonya
good.
Waring.
That means you got Tonya like really early, right?
No, I didn't. I actually manifested it because I got it just about 6 months ago.
Yeah. No one had it?
Well, I had to buy it, but I got it for a very reasonable investment. It's already got more value than what... Because it was fun, right? And I'm like, you know, I can just play with that.
That's wonderful. So Tonya.com, T-O-N-Y-A.
No, T-O-N-J-A.
Oh.
I'm a little unique, Jay.
Oh, so it's like it's like Tonya, but it's Tonya.
Yeah.
All right, it's wonderful. What's one other thing you've done consistently over the last 3 years?
Consistently over the last 3 years was raising 3 teenagers. And I'm a great mom in just keeping them on track. And, you know, that really is my greatest joy. And watching them develop. My son just left for college. My daughter took a trip. So she just turned 20, so I can no longer say I'm a mom of 3 teenagers.
Yeah.
But the last 3 years of that have been just amazingly fun.
How does it make you feel?
Accomplished, you know, and it's a lot like manifesting, because as a parent, you have this philosophy of how you're going to raise your children, and you don't know if your philosophy is on track or off track, right?
Yeah.
You just go with your gut of what you really feel is going to support them. And I feel very at peace with who my kids are and how I've raised them, and that it's a great task, a great accomplishment, and then it's what's next, right? Because life is a series of what's next. We have these experiences and moments, and if I wanted to stay a mom of 3 teenagers and I no longer have that, there would be a lot of suffering, right?
Yeah.
So there's always letting go. There's always letting go and saying, what's next for me? What's most important today? And what can I do now to really make a difference in the world? Because I believe we all have a purpose. And that purpose is always guiding us through what it is we totally love to do. If you do what you totally love, you'll be on purpose and you'll be on track the majority of your life.
Love it. Well done.
So.
Tonya Waring, folks.
Tonya Waring.
Well, let's
I like your accent. Tonya Waring with a J.
Let's switch gears for a moment. Let me invite you now into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm blue Caribbean water. What is your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest childhood memory. I don't know what it is, because I see pictures of myself. Like, I see pictures of myself sitting on a horse with my dad in a little green dress and a little floppy cowgirl hat.
How old do you think you were in that picture?
Probably about 2.
Why do you think that memory is so good?
Because I grew up on a cattle ranch and horses and being outside and daddy's girl and just I love horses, the spirit of the connection.
How do you see it connecting to who you are today, that memory?
I'm always that girl from South Dakota. I've accomplished great things, and I went to a 2-room country school, and I always just love going back and being that simple person and connecting to the outdoors. And no matter where the universe takes me or who I meet, I've met a lot of really distinguished people, but my roots are always in family, multi-generation, cousins, aunts, uncles. And much like the Caribbean, I believe South Dakota has this essence of
that's why I probably
being
loved
really,
it.
really being simple.
Yeah, that's why I probably loved it.
With the focus on what's most important. And it's this connection that I miss in the city.
Yeah.
But I'm always surrounded by a lot of friends, because I keep a very close group of friends who are always invited to my home. I have an open door policy, and that's my South Dakota roots right there.
Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind? I love the idea of manifesting and what it looks like, right? From the concept of you as a little girl with your father putting you into a higher place.
Yes.
Not just a place that's higher physically, but a place in terms of the horse, which is something that will carry you to the place you need to be. I love that idea.
I am going to use that in my...
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yes, it is beautiful.
Yeah. You would put, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I can see it. I can really see that.
And you're in your dress, you know?
Yes, I'm in my dress, and I'm in, I've got my horse and my dad.
That's
and
amazing.
I've got this strong person in back of me supporting me, but I've got a horse who can take me further than I ever imagined possible.
There you go, and you've done it. You've done it. If we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
What was my favorite
song at 12 years old?
Oh, I'm not very musical. It was probably something by Crystal Gayle, because I loved her long hair.
Do you remember the name of the song?
Well, I just remember Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue, but I have blue eyes, so I think I probably sang Doesn't It Make My Blue Eyes Brown.
Don't make my,
don't make my brown eyes blue, meaning don't hurt me, don't make me cry.
That's amazing. It connects, doesn't it?
Yes.
That song connects as well.
Yeah. These are great questions.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. We've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's yes or no. We're going to move pretty quickly here, right?
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
I've not specifically chosen a person.
Are you married?
Soon.
Do you have children?
Yes.
3 of them, you said,
yes.
right? Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
How about 3 hours a week?
No.
What about screen time, the phone and or the computer? More than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Less than 8.
If you had to share with us, Tonya, your own unique real statement, a statement that represents Tonya Waring, what would you say that is?
Loyal.
Love it. Tonya, this has been a great pleasure, just like that horse, right?
Yeah.
That you sat on, right?
Thank
this
you.
has been a great pleasure. Before you leave, just like your father, right? That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to share before we leave?
Follow your dreams. Just really go for what it is that you want, and don't allow what others think to keep you from doing what you're here to do.
Love it. Tonya Waring, thank you for being on What Is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Did you have fun?
Episode 300. Episode 300. I expect a t-shirt with episode 300, just to let you know.